located east of Traverse City on Highway M72. They've just completed, or in the process of completing, Phase 1, about 200 acres of hops. Now, what is the process of planting the hops, and how many plants will there be? What kind of an operation is this?
The process itself is very laborious, a lot of land prep, cultivating, working the material, the soil in. As far as the plants themselves, it is a hand process, and there's approximately 1,300 plants to an acre.
A lot of poles, a lot of cable.
A lot of poles and cable. This property, this phase of the project here, right around 12,000 poles. Cable equates to right around 240 to 260 miles of cable we'll have throughout the property.
Now, this is the first phase, is a couple of hundred acres, but it will eventually be bigger.
Our intention is to continue to grow, whether it is within our own property or folks in the region interested in getting into the industry.
Now, I know most people, I think, are aware of hops are used in beer making. How are they used?
Hops are used primarily as the bittering agent, which is flavoring, as well as a preservative. If you did not put hops in beer, you'd have a barley, malt, water wash mix that would not be very palatable.
In case you're wondering what the hops will eventually look like, it takes 1 to 2 years to reach maturity. That depends on the weather. And when they do, they'll reach to the top of the poles. Once the hops mature, how are they harvested?
The hops are mechanically harvested with an attachment on a tractor that cuts the vine at the top and the bottom, and that hop vine goes in the back of a trailer and is taken into the processing facility where the hop cone itself is stripped off and then goes through a process of drying, baling, and produced into the finished product further down the line.
And of course, being a perennial, that vine or that plant then grows the next season.
Absolutely. It'll go into dormancy during the winter period like many crops do in northern Michigan. In the springtime it'll sprout, and we have an advantage with hops in being that the frosts and freezes really do not harm the plant. Our challenge with hops is mildew and mites.
A major investment here. There must be a future in growing hops.
Absolutely. The craft brewing industry, especially as much as it's growing here in the state of Michigan, has been reaching out and asking for a consistent quality product from the hop industry. Putting in a project of this size and scope allows us to attain that quality process for those brewers.
And there you have it, the story of MI Local Hops. Reporting for My News 26 from Grand Traverse County, I'm Dave Fortin.